Yo, what's good, dudes? What's good? Hello. So, um, I'm listening to some beautiful music here. Actually, let me see. Can I drag it out? Come on, come on, come on. You come over here. Yeah, there we go. Listening to some music over on YouTube Music, and this is another reason that I, you know, love uh, Linux over Windows. I can have music pumping out through my desktop without any issues. You know, like I can listen to music and not have to have headphones in, which is lit. That's what I want. Can't even do that on Windows unless you do some real complex shit. Like on Linux, you can just do it with the power of PulseAudio or Pipewire. How you boys doing? So we're going to be talking about the programs I use on my systems. I mean, now that I'm back to Arch on my main production machine, which if I end up doing a video version of this, I'll throw like a card up in that, linking to the live stream where I installed Arch with encryption and stuff. But I've been using like Arch on my laptops down there behind me. You can't see it, but been using Arch with Wayland and Hyprland, like literally the exact same setup that I'm running right here that you see. I've been using that over on that laptop for a while now. I have not been using ButterFS for like the entire time, but I have used ButterFS on and off. I don't consider ButterFS anything that's like a necessary thing, but it is very nice. Yes, I am back on Arch like God intended. The good Lord wants you using Arch. Let's be honest. Um, Actually, you know what? Before we dive into like talking too much about the programs that I use, I will go ahead and say I don't know if I'll be able to use anything other than Arch for the foreseeable future. I'm going to have to do some, I'm going to have to try to make some content for Josh. He wanted to do Open Mandriva content, so I'm going to try to do that inside of a VM and like play around with it and have fun. But dude, on my bare metal systems, holy shit. Vanilla Arch and Pop OS are the only two things on earth that I trust now to like give me an installer that works. I'm really getting tired of Hyperland. That's probably because you're not using it. Like if you use Hyperland, it is awesome. I don't I don't see how that could be a debated subject. It's ridiculously good. And Alex, Dan, Darth, everybody, thank you for being here. Oh wait, hold on. So you're using it and you're getting tired of it. How? What's the problem? Like I genuinely don't understand that statement. How do you get tired of it? Do you get tired of having like literally the dopest shit ever installed on your computer? That's like that's like, breaking your back and then someone giving you Dilaudid and you being like, it wasn't for me. Like, yeah, I mean, all the pain and everything went away. It was an amazing experience, but it's not for me. I don't like it. Come on, man. Come on. It's great. It genuinely is. I meant to go over here. Like what? Like what's the issue? It's not dope. That's the issue. It's got a lot of issues. Like what? Genuinely, the only two Wayland experiences that are like trustworthy and good is Hyperland and GNOME. That's it. That's all I found. And I use Hyperland as like a content creator. Like I use it on an NVIDIA laptop too, and it's rock solid. Their master and stack isn't even master and stack by default. I don't, brother. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't deal with the master and stack layout bullshit in Hyprland normally. I just like open up programs and then like move them around. Like I don't, and I mean if you need to resize anything, like I mean you can play around with everything. Like to me, I don't. It's a dwindle layout, and it literally functions like BSPWM. And I thought out of the box, BSPWM had the best dynamic functionality that I had ever seen. Like it's just if you don't have to know anything about anything when it comes to tiling window managers. You can hop in BSPWM as long as your key bindings are set up and everything. Like you can use it and it makes sense. Like hopefully I'm making sense. Like just by default, the way everything works, like hold the Windows key, click and drag something. You want to make something floating, I've got a keybind for that. You can make it floating. You can toggle it back. It's it everything just makes sense. And then if I open up a ton of windows, like it dwindles down, and yeah, like it's by default it's a master and queue. I brother, I don't know. I literally don't even mess around with master. Like I don't even know which one of these windows is master. I could give a shit less. It just works. Um, yeah. Like I don't need to know which one is master or not, because like the whole master and stack thing I don't even think of when I'm using Hyprland, because I don't have to. It doesn't matter. If I want, it's like where the new window is going to be opened up is based on my mouse position anyway. So like it makes sense. I don't know, it's different, but I don't know. Everything about it makes sense. It's easy to understand. Nate, thank you. Look who's back again. Oh no, dude, he's coming in, bro. He's coming in. At least Nate not's part of the Void gang. He won't come in and firing. But thank you, man, for that super chat. It means a lot. Thank you. Uh, try Lab WC, an open box replacement floating for no. The simple answer is no. Nope. I'm done just trying out shit just cause, like just for the walls. And no, when it comes to like my window managers and everything, I'm very good with Hyprland. I want to make next year the year I fully moved to Linux. Yeah, dude. I mean, there's no reason to rush it anyway. Like, just when you got spare time and you want to, do it. Don't get mad at me. I'm listening to some fire music. Come on, man. Throwing it back. My music library is atrocious in here. Like, it's literally the most random shit thrown together. It's great. And see, thanks to the beautiful echo cancellation stuff that's available in PulseAudio or Pipewire, I can listen to this music without headphones, have it blaring, and no issues. Actually, let me switch to this. Is a good song right here. Devil Doesn't Bargain. Beautiful song. But the programs that I think everyone should be using on Linux most likely are the programs that I use, just because like I use a lot of everything. Not really a lot of everything. I use a lot of the programs that are like mainstream and good. Like, I mean, everyone's going to be using Wayland in the next 5 years anyway. I get it. If you can't run it now, that's fine. It's fine. But just like, let's be honest, one day you're going to be running Wayland and it will be better. Just ask anyone who's run Wayland and like had any type of animation play ever. It's much better. It's awesome. And I don't know. Discord. is a good program. Firefox is a good program. I also use Brave, but Brave has been pissing me off lately because it brings up like the KDE wallet every time I want to open it. I don't understand why. I hate, like, I don't, pisses me off. Like, why are you loading up the KDE wallet? And what is that? I don't even get it. Like, why would my program need a password or something? I don't understand the concept behind it. It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. Another reason I don't really like KDE, like, I think GNOME has the same thing, but I don't understand the idea of like wallets and separate passwords and like what? Let me catch up on chat. Scratch pads suck and key cords suck as well. I do agree with you on scratch pads suck because I don't use them and they do suck. But key cords suck. I actually am not too sure about key cords. It's I don't know what key cords are. I honestly don't. If that's like key bindings, then no, those are sick. I like shortcuts, but I don't know. I don't know if that's what you're meaning. Well, I've been using Arch for a very long time, but I do like the distro hop, try out different stuff, but it's constantly it's like a fun thing for a bit, and then you just get burnt out, and it always ends badly. Like you never stop distro hopping because you've had too much fun. You stop distro hopping because you're pissed off and miserable. You just want something to work. Like it starts off fun, but it goes sideways almost every single time. Yeah, I mean, Jesse, when it comes to the new Linux driver, it's probably not that it doesn't support your card. It's probably just that there's a bug with your card in the new update. Yeah, Adam, I highly recommend people use Wayland. It's very good. It's a very solid application. Uh, Hyprland, or no, I just read that. Make Linux Great Again, Gen 2 plus OpenRC. Nah, nah, tried that. Couldn't even get Kden Live to install after a day or so. So that was a problem. And I love how people were like, well, I mean, you could just like remove like some of the recommendations that I got for fixing that problem was kind of wild. Like just remove the entire dependency tree, then install Kden Live, and then remove the newer version of Qt Core, which it relied upon, and go back to using the version that like Hyperland needed. It, eh, you know, happy. I'm not using noise canceling. I'm using echo cancellation. And it's a module. Let me load up. Let me show you. Let me see. Pavu control. So I've got the echo cancel module for, I believe, Pipewire loaded. And then, I've got all my other things turned off, just my actual audio interface for my Rode podcast mic that outputs to my speaker system. And then just choose the echo cancel source and echo cancel sync. Are you good? It takes the audio, puts it in there, and now anything playing out of my desktop gets removed from my microphone. Bada bing, bada boom. Now I can listen to beautiful music during a live stream and not have to worry about YouTube being a bitch. So yeah. Also, wait, hold on. I need to go and listen to some. I've been wanting to listen to some Dax. Where's Dax at? Dax got some good music, man. Dude, this music library is not perfection at all. It is a mix of the most random stuff. Like my taste in music, some might say it's a good taste in music, but it's literally all over the place. Like if you go through my library, there'll be rap songs right next to like pop song. Like it's a mix of everything. Yeah, Jesse, I told you the other day Wayland would work on Pop OS. You just got to install it. I don't think it comes with. It may come with it pre-installed, but I don't think so. I think it uses PulseAudio by default. Oh, dude, Xmonad coming over to Wayland just probably will never happen. I know they're working on it, but I don't know. Also, I mean, like they're going to have to change the name because I mean, like Xmonad, it's not built for X anymore. Oh, I don't really care about the ad blocking stuff. Clearly, if you watch some of my videos, Discord sucks. Maybe bring usable screen share on Wayland with audio. Discord doesn't suck. Okay, see, here's the thing. All right, let's talk for a minute on Discord and Linux. Okay. When it comes to Discord on Linux, you've got a couple of options. Okay. You've got, well, assuming you don't want to break TOS, you've got a couple of options. You could go with other clients that are going to break TOS, but that is literally a coin flip on whether or not your account's ever going to get banned. Whether you like to admit it or not, I'm not going to have that fucking argument with anybody. There's a lot of other clients out there that do break TOS. Most of them do. The two that don't are the one that comes from Discord themselves and WebCord. WebCord does not break TOS because it is literally just a wrapper for the website. That's it. So WebCord you can use, but WebCord's problem, even though it allows screen sharing on Wayland and technically has better Wayland support, is it does not function with the OBS virtual camera. You can get it to work, but I think you have to do a whole bunch of configuration with V4L2 loopback, actually configuring the device so that it'll be properly able to be seen by the Electron wrapper. I'm not willing to go through all of that just for that. The Discord client works perfectly fine on Wayland if you use the OBS virtual camera. And that's the main problem for people. If you have a shitty time not being able to share your screen on Discord, it's because you're not using the OBS virtual camera. And if you're not using OBS virtual camera for your webcam or whatever, start using it. Trust me, you'll thank me later. It's awesome. Exactly what I have set up in OBS can be visible inside of Discord when I share my webcam. That's the best way to use it. It's awesome. I can have my webcam up just like I would regularly in Discord, but then I can also share my screen. I can have a webcam overlay over my screen. I can do a whole bunch of different stuff. It's really cool. Getting some B-dubs. Ooh. Yeah, QT is a mess. You know, Way of the Net. I like that. That's a name I can get behind. I mean, you can just use it via the browser. I mean, that's essentially what WebCord. That's actually literally what WebCord is. If you're using a Chromium-based OS, that's literally what WebCord is. I would recommend WebCord over just using it in a browser, but that's only because it does actually have some more. How do I put this properly? More Discord in mind options available. Otherwise, you got to do some other stuff with your browser that you're probably not going to go and do. So probably Waymonad. Yeah, yeah. But still, I don't really see the point. Like my thing is I don't get how anyone can try out Wayland and not be, or Hyprland on Wayland and be like, man, maybe I'll go with something else. Like unless it doesn't work for you, it's awesome. Like it's amazing. I haven't touched my config in a while. It's just fine. If I want to take a screenshot, I can do that. If I want to get my emojis, which Well, if I don't press Alt, like all of my scripts, everything works. Why did my YouTube thing crash? That's no good. Dude, you can't be crashing on me here. Gonna make me look bad. How do you feel about System D on Arch? I think people who don't like System D are ridiculous and naive, but that's a whole other conversation. System D on Arch is great. Using System D is easy as shit. Like I've used System D. I've used System D on Gentoo before. System D is great. To me, it feels like over-engineered. No. That's the argument that is always used against it. No. Like fundamentally speaking, System D is the best init system you've got. It is heavily standardized. It works. I mean, I know the craziest thing to me is I've seen so many people out there saying how like System D has caused problems, broken on them. Never once have I had System D break on me. Like not once, ever. Dude, is someone coming in here and using Lisp in our chat? This can't be happening. Come on now. Yeah. Hyperland and Sway do take care of most people. Because, I mean, most people just use i3, if we're being honest. Which i3 is great. It's just not for me. Darth, stop. Like that's literally a comment. Totally just trigger me. Hyperland is only good for people who haven't used a good window manager. And I guess that is true. I guess that is true. Because it is good for people who've used any other window manager because they're not as good. It is true. That is true. I don't get it. Like it's such a good window manager. Well, and also compositor. Like it's an awesome it's a great window manager. I have little problems ever with it. Ever. I love that this was supposed to be just me talking about the programs I use, and it's turned into just a Hyperland debate. Well, that and yeah, we're talking about programs I use. Oh wait, hold on. I missed some System D shiznit. The reality is System D is used on nearly all enterprise Linux servers every day and works great. That is true. Thank you, Milo. From what I can tell, people who reject System D reject it on ideological grounds mostly. Yes. That's why most ideologues are regarded as dumb to most people. Because like you can have an ideology that seems good on paper, but also is not even practical in the real world. And like a lot of people don't like System D mainly because it standardized many different aspects of Linux past just the init system. Like because of System D, a lot of things were able to be standardized, and people don't, especially in Linux, don't like standardization, which is kind of stupid because people treat standardization like it cuts out customization. It's like, no, not really. Like just because you have a standard doesn't mean you can go away from the standard. Like you can still do that. If you want to go away, you can. No one's gonna fucking hold you down and make you use System D. It's a good thing that a majority of systems use the same thing, and hopefully in more aspects that happens more because then software support will get increasingly better. That's just how development works. And most people on Linux, even though they may consider themselves developers, are not actually developers, because most developers, especially ones with any type of like experience ever, understand standardization is a good thing. Like it's unarguable, it's a good thing for a developer to have standards. most of your civilization is only possible through standardization. Like, there's a reason why we have standards around like screw sizes, uh, freaking power systems, plugs. Like, there's standardization for plugs. You know, like I'm pointing at a plug down here beside my computer. I mean, i3 and BSPWM are just mediocre. Dude, Darth, why are you trying to start fights, bro? What's going on, man? Feel, feeling like poking bears today? Like, come on. Yeah. Really, like, my thing is like on Wayland, I think the window manager situation is actually right. This is going to change in years to come, but right now, it's kind of beautiful. There's a handful of different options that are popular that you have to choose from, and they serve completely different people very well. I mean, the big two being Sway and Hyperland. Sway, if you want that manual tiling and, well, i3 experience, there you go. If you want something that does pretty much anything that you could want it to, like especially when you consider Hyperland's plugin system, it can do anything you want it to, and it's got more of a dynamic tiler. Well, it is a dynamic tiler, but it's got more. It is dynamic through and through on its stuff, and you got that. And I mean, there is an in between, but there's only a few options there. I think that's kind of nice right now. It makes choosing your next window manager, if you're going to move to Wayland, much simpler than it might be if you're trying to choose a window manager for Xorg, because there's like 20 really good ones. Which one do you choose? So, and I think that's kind of the biggest problem with Linux in general is the choice paralysis. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. The only problem with Hyperland is like people get turned off by it because they try to like they find an issue and then they immediately reach out to Vaxery. It's like, well, I mean, you can do that, but he's probably not going to be very nice about it. Like, I mean, he's not going to be rude, but he's also not going to be like, okay, this is my top priority. Thank you for letting me know. He's doing like, dude, if you keep up with how much shit is happening with Hyperland all the time, like, dude, so much stuff. Like, he's doing like 20 different things. Like, he might get around to it, but he ain't bending over backwards to come and do it. I think that's true with any. I think that's why people get turned off a lot of those smaller projects, because the people who are running them are under a massive workload, and they're not exactly getting paid a lot for it either. So, and I think it was. I don't want to name drop anybody if I shouldn't, but me and somebody were talking about the fact that Leonard, like, okay, the guy behind System D pretty much got thrown out of Linux, and like he had to leave because people were so fucking horrible to him, and he created something that made Linux 10 times like, imagine not getting paid, making something that revolutionizes an open source like platform, because you can't even say distro, because I mean, literally it's ubiquitous now. Like, he creates something that helps so many different projects in different aspects, and essentially gets bullied out. Like, not only does he not get paid for all that hard work, also gets literal death threats and dumbasses like he gets. The poor man doesn't get nearly enough credit for what he did for Linux. That is one of the upsetting parts about System D. Yeah. which it's really hard to blame Wayland right now because for the NVIDIA stuff, and that's what most people use against Wayland is NVIDIA. It's like, yeah, that sucks for you if you own NVIDIA, but that's not really a Wayland problem. That's an NVIDIA being a piece of shit and making their drivers complex as hell and not giving anybody any help on, making it function as intended. So yes, actually, that is another thing, Milo, because like I use the FS trim timer. Yeah, like timers on System D are really good, and I think they're easier to understand than cron jobs because most people can wrap their head around how the init system works and how it's starting stuff. And so timer like cron jobs can be a little bit more difficult to get into compared to System D timers, just because you already know what's happening with System D, and then just executing it on a timer makes it's not that hard to wrap your head around. Like it's pretty easy. Soon you're going to talk about having morals too, but probably not. Gross. OpenBox is the greatest. No, OpenBox is good, and I do have a lot of nostalgia when I go back and look at like Crunchbang Plus Plus stuff like that. Like OpenBox was really good, but there's better things now, and OpenBox does have a lot of issues, especially on the configuration side, because this configuration was a nightmare. But yeah, yeah, Tommy. Like I I got to be honest. Like Vaxfree is a 19, 20-year old kid. He's young. He's younger than I am, and I'm one of the like out of a lot of my friends and like different content creators. I'm like one of the youngest. So he's younger, and I remember being 20 years old, dude. I had much worse of a mouth than I did now. I had much worse. How do I say this? Much worse self control. I guess is what I should say. So if he's working on a massive project, getting hit up by hundreds of people all the time, uh, developing something that I don't understand how he's developed. Like, I mean, he's literally rivaling the GNOME project right now. He doesn't sleep well. Like, he's up all the fucking time. Yeah. Like, I mean, I definitely piss some people off too. Like, I'd say some shit that would piss people off. Like, it would happen. Like, yeah. At the end of the day, he makes a great fucking tiling window manager, and every time I've interacted with him, he's been nice. So morals are gross. Why? Wait, hold on. Did you? What do you mean? I am back from Fedora Silverblue. Are you like done with it? Also, by the way, I got a question for you boys. Serious question. It's an important question. What's up, Alex or Linux Tube? How you doing? How you doing? So I got a question. Do we? Oh, okay. So you returned back after a boot. Gotcha, gotcha. I think we've talked about the stuff I use. Do you guys have any questions of like anything that I should be using that I'm not already? Snap. That was a good yawn. Yes, buddy. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Dude, the people on the stream need to see you. Come on, dude. Come on. Come on. Come here. Come here. My phone ain't gonna hurt you. Good boy. Oh. Yeah, I was not feeling too good today. But I'm starting to get better. I took a shit ton of multivitamins, like vitamins in general, like milk thistle, turmeric. Took a whole bunch of stuff. Buddy, come here. Oh, yeah. Come here, buddy. Come here. The people on the stream want to see you. Yeah, say hi. Good boy. Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah. Has it been a long day? I mean, I was only gone for a couple hours. Yeah. All right. All right, buddy. You big dude, you. He does not want to go anywhere right now. Yeah. What's up? What's up, dude? Yeah. Oh, oh, man. Good Lord. Almost took me with him. Ooh. 65 hours. Dang, dude. I don't even want to do the math on what I've been doing. I mean, I know, like, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before that, we had a business meeting that went for like 4 or 5 hours. Then after that, record content, uh, work on other stuff, fall asleep. Like, dude, I've been going hard. I've been getting about 6 hours of sleep every night. About 5.5 to 6 hours of sleep every night. And then just working on YouTube stuff. Like, dude, the YouTube channel is doing incredible too. Boy, it's like I don't even have words for how good it's doing. Like, I can't believe the support the channel we're getting, dude. Oh wait, hold on, Alex. Question: are you off of work, and do we need to talk? Because if so, we can totally do it. But I'm now past the point of being able to sleep. Yes, I do. Absolutely. Bro, there's been many nights the past couple of weeks where I've been like, dude, fuck it, I'm not going to sleep. If I go to sleep now, I'll get 3-4 hours of sleep. I'll wake up, be pissed off. Like, I'll just stay up, get home from work, get the stuff I need to go and get done, and then fall asleep early and get, like, catch up on sleep. Like, I can't tell you boys how much I've been grinding behind the scenes. Like, I know it sounds fucking stupid and it sounds cringy as hell for me to say it out loud, but dude, going hard, man. There is a lot of stuff I'm working on. It's ridiculous. I honestly, for a second, when he looked you in the eyes, thought you two were going to violently make it. Wait, what is this in context of the annoying? Who is looking each other in the eyes? Who's going to make out? Wait, what? Where did that comment come from? Was that supposed to go in a different YouTube chat? Ooh, yeah, dude. Yeah, dude, you can't be having bugs in your grinder app, man. Come on now. That is true. That is true, Tommy. Yeah, it did take me a while to figure out how to get back into this YouTube channel, but once I did, started making quick work of things. It was really nice to be able um, to do a whole bunch of content when I got back. Oh, let's see. Hold on, I got messages. Oh, I missed a call from you, Alex. I didn't even realize. Okay, no, you're at work for another hour. Okay, cool. Stream's going good. Stream's going good. Well, I mean, the wild part is we've got the Linux Tube, the Linux Cast, um, and like everyone's working together. There's going to be a whole bunch of combinations of T and L, TLC, TLT. There's going to be more. TLP for the Linux podcast, and it's also a play on words for TLP the program. Oh, the dog. Just start violently making out with my dog. Oh my god. No, because Gary, I don't really use Bluetooth devices. Like I've never really done that. I'm lame. I'm like actually lame. Like I don't really use Bluetooth devices unless it's with my phone or earpods. I'm due a new video for 2 weeks now. Yeah, dude. Yeah, time is the hard part, man. Like that was one thing actually we when we went into our business meeting, I said before it started, like keep in mind like your actual real life responsibilities, everything be realistic because that's one thing people overlook. It's like there's a lot of stuff you gotta do in life. Did you try the Pipewire plugin? No, mainly just because I just haven't done it yet. I am interested in it, but no, I haven't done it yet. I've been kind of distracted. I've been working on stuff, and I have been sick. So, like right now, I'm just high as shit on like vitamins and B12 and everything else. My headache is starting to come back, so I should probably go get a cup of coffee. But I'll wait a little bit while. We'll keep talking. I feel like we should have someone come on right now, but at the same time, I don't know. Um, I do want to say that I am going to be collabing with quite a few people in the future. There's going to be a lot of collabs coming, so uh, yeah, that's going to be fun. Like, dude, I'm just freaking excited for all the shit that's happening. There's so much stuff happening, and the shitty part is right now I can't talk about it. I can't talk about pretty much any of it. Eh, this one. There we go. Dude, buddy, you're on stream, dude. Now's not the time to just be licking you. Hey, dude. Not right now. No, don't lick me, dude. Just, not right now. Not right now. All right, you can lick that area some other time. Thanks, bud. Thank you, dude. I'm not too young to where I don't not know insane in the membrane. Zany has a gag order. Not yet. Not yet. Buddy. Chill. Good boy. Good boy. And tail wagging. Wait, hold on. You can tell about the Christmas special. Also announced the upcoming channel stuff. Well, okay. All right. So look, hold on. Let me talk about one thing at a time. For one, for anybody who hasn't heard us talking about it, Alex from the Linux Tube, Jesse, and a whole bunch of us, Matt from the Linux Cast, Nick from the Linux Experiment. I mean, there's so many people. I can't. Derek or DT DistroTube, whole bunch more. Like there's a ton of people. We're all going to do a live stream and that's going to be the Christmas special. So that's coming up. That's going to be fun as hell. Talk with all of them boys. Like that conversation is going to be wild. It's going to be great. I think Brody's coming to it too. Like there's so many people I can't even keep up with it all. To me, fingers crossed. Like the one that like I will geek over. Like I'm really excited to meet everybody, like and talk with everybody. Well, I mean, most of them I have met, but still, like I'm really excited to talk with everyone. But the one that like I will geek over and have to control not being an absolute embarrassment to myself is Glorious Egg Roll. If he ends up showing up, it's going to take everything in my willpower to not be like, dude, you're the coolest dude ever. Can you give me an autograph? Like that's, dude, Glorious Egg Roll is a fucking hero in my opinion. Like he's done more for Linux gaming than you can even possibly fathom. He's a legend. He also makes good content too. Like he's freaking awesome. So hoping he comes. That would be so lit. So lit. I'll have to literally not act like an 8-year-old on Christmas. It'll be very difficult for me. But so that's that. That's going to be freaking exciting. That's coming up. I mean, it'll be here before you know it. And then, I mean, when it comes to the channel stuff, I mean, there's the Linux Nuggies episode that's coming here before too long. That's freaking exciting. That'll be up on that channel, which, by the way, if you don't know, the Linux Nuggies, you can search it or search Linux Nuggies on YouTube. You'll find the channel. So fun content's coming up over there. Here, I've got multiple different Unix crew episodes lined up. I'm going to have to redo one with Steve. But we won't talk about that whole backstory there. But anyway, got multiple people coming on the channel lined up. I have got to, before this weekend's over, I'm sending out a whole bunch more emails to line up other people for it as well. Then I'm also going to be having Jesse and Alex on for different stuff, like not part of the Unix crew or anything, just talking and making videos. Trying to see. I think I've got some really cool videos that are in the works right now. And by in the works, I mean, like I've got the video idea all written down and everything. And I've just got to record everything. Yeah, there's some like, and then there's other stuff, but like that stuff, I really do have a gag order on. Like I can't talk about it. Oh shit! Alex is calling. Hold on. Let me unmute the desktop and answer this. Yo, what's good, player?
Hey, so am I live with you?
Yep.
All right, so Nick from the Linux Experiment just emailed me and said if we could do it by 1 p.m. Eastern time, he's in.
Oh, cool. Okay, perfect.
So we need to work on that with everybody else, and then also you got GE was contacted, but he hasn't replied back, and CTT hasn't replied back either.
Yeah, Chris Titus Tech.
Yep. So other than that, it's pretty much a clean sweep. I don't know You know, I mean, that's pretty much all everybody that's, you know, willing to come, I'm sure. But I just wanted to share that with you guys since I just checked my email and I just got that information. So
Oh, word. Actually, I need to check my email too, because
that's hot off the press.
let me see. Let me load up my email real quick. Oh shit, that is true. I got another Patreon member, DV&H. Thank you, dude.
Look at you.
I'm telling you, when I say the YouTube has been doing good lately, it's been doing incredible, and like it sucks nuts that I can't talk about everything that we're working on right now.
Yep.
But it's fine. It's fine. The release, like us talking about it, is going to be epic anyway. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm so excited, man.
I know. It's like the other day I wanted to almost make a video on it too, but I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Not without talking to certain people, make sure that we're all on board at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I think it's definitely going to have to be us doing a thing live together to kind of explain it all, lay it all out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And we also like I know this is going to be out of context for everyone in chat and everything, but we are going to have to come up with a name for.
Oh yeah, that's one of the things I was going to try to talk to you about earlier when I got cut off. But yeah, definitely got to come up with a name.
Well, and also our so you and everyone else that is needed does have the next business meeting on the schedule. Yes, like everyone did get it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, I just wanted to make sure nobody was like, because I hadn't checked the messages.
Well, I can speak for me, you know, and I confirm that I'm going to be there. So.
Well, I think everyone who's going to be there is either is watching the stream. I'm pretty sure everyone who needs to be there is in the stream. So it works out.
Probably are. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, no doubt.
But yeah, so like, there. Wait, are you at work right now?
I am actually. I just got off my break, so I'm going to have to cut it off here pretty quick.
Okay. All right. Well, look, man, I'll let you go. Thank you for hopping in, and just hit me up if you're free when you get home. Just hit me up, and we'll talk some more.
Sure, I'm testing to record a video tonight, so
you cut up.
I'll hit you. Huh?
You cut up there for a sec. What'd you say?
I said I'm going to be free when I get home tonight. Plus, I'm also going to record a video tonight.
Perfect. All right. Cool. Well, hit me up, man.
Okay. Bye.
Peace. Dude. Well, I will say what I'm working on is not what is in the works. It's going to be a surprise. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. But yeah, like, I mean, there's going to be a lot of very, very interesting stuff happening in the Linux creator space here before too long. Like, very interesting stuff. So much fun stuff, dude. I can't. Like, some of the ideas that are floating around right now and that like are actually being worked on and set up is, I can't express it enough. So stoked for it. Actually, again, I'm not sure I should be talking about this, but screw it. If I get in trouble, I get in trouble. All right. This is just for you boys. Okay. Don't tell no one I told you. All right. But one of the things that I've been working on is compiling a whole bunch of video ideas. And right now I've got 30 different video ideas, and they're all ideas that are not only meant to be like, ranking well on YouTube, but also like stuff that, I don't know, not necessarily that you wouldn't have already seen, but just different videos. Like, I don't know, the goal is to have videos that not only are interesting but also informative and fun. And I've got over 30 different ideas. I'm working on recording 2 of them right now, or technically I've got 32 ideas, so I'm working on 2 of them. The other 30 are in a file. I am working very hard on doing stuff, and also I'm enjoying doing these live streams around the time I get off work. And I'm going to be posting more shorts, videos, live streams. Um, I'm not sure I'm supposed to talk about it at all, but I am making a dope as fuck website. So there you go. I'm telling you that now. Like, don't even I can't give details about it yet, but working on a very dope website that's going to be different. We're working on, or I'm working on it. Shit, man. Can't do it. I'm working on designs for my store and stuff. Like, there's a whole bunch of things coming. Like, there's going to be some really freaking cool mouse pad designs, pillows, uh, coffee mugs. Like, I'm doing actually a whole bunch of different artwork for like cool products that I can, merch that I can sell around the Linux Nuggies, this channel. There's like a ton of it's good. He's terrible at keeping secret. Dude, I am. Okay, I'm the worst. All right. I'm the worst. The secret to good coding is reading documentation. I don't know. I think the secret to good coding is being good at coding. Like, I think that's the secret, because it doesn't matter how much you read the documentation if you don't understand the documentation. Doesn't really matter. I am the Tom. Oh my god, that's actually offensively true. That is so officially true. Oh, I am the Tom Holland of Linux space, man. You'll make it rain super chats. Oh, no. Trust me. The support for this channel has been already incredible. I don't think I'm in need of any more support. It's actually wild. Not that I don't appreciate more support, but you get what I'm saying. Like, it's people are showing up to live streams. People are enjoying videos. Videos are getting clicks. People are enjoying shorts. Also, the fact that like there's going to be some dope ass shit coming to the channel here soon. Don't really mad at too much. There's just so much cool shit. Like, so much good stuff. Well, please send me that old jockstrap. I've actually needed a good jockstrap. All right, well, look, boys. Do we just keep talking for a while, or should I go be productive and like work on the website that I shouldn't be talking about? Do I go do that, or do we hang here and chill and chat? What should I do? I do enjoy talking with you boys. And, I could just keep listening to music, chilling and chatting. I'm going to be up late anyway. Actually, I probably won't even go to sleep tonight. I'll probably just drink energy drinks and coffee all night because I'm feeling fine now. And I'm afraid if I go to sleep, I'll have a bad time, wake up not feeling better. And I have to open tomorrow at work. So Like they kind of need me to be there, and I can't be getting even more sick. So I plan on just staying up, powering through with caffeine, popping like B12, all them good vitamins. What do you feel like doing? I gotta be honest, I'm enjoying chatting with you boys. I mean, I should probably get to work and be productive, but I always enjoy these live streams chatting. It's always a good time. Came home early because of my eye. Yeah, I came home early too because I was sick. I wasn't doing good. But, tons of ibuprofen, Tylenol, men's daily vitamins, turmeric, just every type of vitamin I could find in the house. I'm doing all right. We could do a group call stream. We could. How about this? All right. Over in Discord, I'm going to pop into streaming. Okay. So anybody who wants to chat, I know there are admins in here. Do not just pop into streaming, okay? Everyone join in general talk. If you want to chat, and then I'll pull you in. I smoked some great bud. Oh, dude, don't do that to me. Shit. Now I got to. Now that you've said it, I've literally got to. Okay. Now look, kids, I would never recommend doing drugs. Don't do drugs, kids, okay? Unless they're legal. In that case, have fun. Yikers. Wowzers. I'm fine. So how I was saying I should go get coffee because I was having a headache? Yeah, the headache's gone now. Just like that. Totally gone. Great. Okay. All right, it's Hip Dad and Springles in the general talk. I'm going to drag Springles in first. Springles, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing good. I mean, can I just call you Jonathan?
Yeah, just call me Jonathan. You're
Okay.
good.
Okay.
I just use that as like an online alias.
Oh. Well, how are you doing, brother?
Honestly, I'm doing pretty good. I'm just setting up my machines for, that stuff that we talked about the other day.
Yeah, the stuff that we're not supposed to talk about, but that we may.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that we might be bad boys. We might talk about stuff that we're not supposed to. Who knows? Who knows? We won't. I won't do it. I'm tempted. I want to, but I won't.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you get it. You get it.
Now, Hip Dad, how are you doing, brother?
I'm doing all right. I didn't know we was going to go do a triple.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, of course. I mean, it's the three of us who, we don't tell anybody, but we've had a secret love affair going on for quite some time now. Now YouTube knows about it, but it is what it is.
They don't care.
Yeah, the 20 second delay is fun.
20-second delay. What are you talking about? Oh, between the live
My
stream?
the latency.
Actually, just so everyone knows, the reason that there is higher latency this stream is because I couldn't choose the ultra low latency because this stream I'm actually trying streaming. I bumped up the bit rate a tad because I normally run it at 9 megabytes for 1080p 60 FPS, but I bumped it up to like 9.5. I think like 9.5, and then I'm streaming in 1440p right now. Not that really matters. It's still a Logitech Brio webcam. It's not great, but
I mean, still though, I'm surprised you're streaming in that high of a resolution, to be honest.
I used to stream in 4K for a short period of time. Then I found out that pretty much, unless you're in the US, if you're streaming at that high of a bit rate and like that high of a resolution, most people in like countries where, you know, the fastest internet is what we would consider like base internet, like, or, you know, a reasonable like rate. 4K streaming does not do well on that type of internet, period. So, yeah.
Honestly, we're just kind of spoiled here in the U.S.
Well, I mean,
the rate.
there's a
we
lot
get.
of places where you are spoiled with internet outside of the US, and the one problem to me with everyone being like, with not everyone, but especially companies and the general movement of the internet to be larger and more like data heavy, is there's places even inside of the US where you literally cannot get internet. There's places all over the world where if you can get internet, it's very limited. And
Yep.
Like, because there are areas with such high speed and, you know, the internet not really ever going down, there's kind of this lack of awareness that the way that we do stuff online has gotten very fucking heavy, and not everyone can do it. So I've heard
Right.
hold on, Jesse. Jesse made this comment. I do have to address it. He said, "I've heard we can't actually perceive 4K," and that is a load of horseshit. Trust me, you can perceive 4K. Here's my reason on why you can perceive 4K. I remember the first time my Best Buy got an OLED 4K 65-inch TV. And they had set it out right next to their top of the line model that they had before that at 65 inches. And I remember the first time seeing it, I literally looked at my mom, looked back at it, looked back at my mom, and I told her, please don't ever come back here again, because if you do, I will steal your credit card and we're taking that home. It was beautiful. Unbelievable how the detail was in it. You can definitely perceive 4K. Now,
Yeah, I watch YouTube. I watch my YouTube movies I buy on my 65-inch I use for a monitor. I switch over to the TV and go to the streaming, and I watch YouTube through there, and you can massively tell the difference.
yeah, actually, while I'm thinking about it, this right here is a 4K display that I'm holding up on YouTube. Look, this thing, 4K, it's a like 27-inch, something like that. It is so much more crisp than even my 2K 32-inch. Well, it's 32 inches, so it actually has like pretty much the same pixel density as a 1080p, like 27-inch, but whatever. It's much crisper, dude. It is so good. You can definitely perceive 4K. Now, 8K is where I start being like, okay, that one, I don't, even if you can perceive it, the likelihood that you want it is almost none. Because like what you don't understand is there is a sliding scale of power that has to be driven to a certain amount of LEDs or anything that's going to produce light. And at 8K, unless that thing is fucking massive, like we're talking like above 70 inches, there's no reason for you to need it. It's a waste. Because even 4K at like 32 inches that's a very dense pixel ratio. I don't think you need more than that. So.
Now, 4K at 60 FPS in gaming, I can't really tell the difference between 4K and and 1080p.
Well, you can definitely tell a difference depending on the size of the screen.
Right.
The thing that I generally say matters more than resolution is frame rate, right? Like your your hertz.
Well, I mean, to a certain extent, because I've ran this 32-inch monitor at 1080p before, and even with a high refresh rate, man, like there's nothing to make up for the fact of how pixelated the image is. It's wild. It's so pixelated. It's a ridiculous. So
the thing that I find crazy is that they're trying to make all these higher refresh rate monitors, TVs, etc. Right, hit that in like games and like FPS wise by using things like FSR or DLSS, and I find that stuff nuts because I'm like, you're not even really rendering at that native resolution anymore. So like, what's the point?
Well, my thing is ironically, if you think about it for a second, unless you're not spending enough money to have a good graphics card, there's no reason that you're like, all right, I know plenty of people who have graphics cards that are mid-tier, like 3060s, 4060s, whatever, that don't use DLSS or the AMD version of that. I've got a 6600 XT. I don't use FSR. Why would I? I don't. This let me explain how graphics cards have gotten recently. I have a 6600 XT. I can game at 1440p, 60 plus FPS. The card is not even rated for 1440. It's literally sold as a 1080p gaming card.
I would argue that a lot of the reason why DLSS and FSR exists is because of lack of optimization in games these days.
I mean, yeah, you can make that argument, but to me, the main reason the features exist is so the people at the very bottom tier, that the people who are buying 1030s, I'm trying to think on the AMD side, like what is it, the 6400s, 6500s, or 7000 series now. You get my point.
The lower end part.
Yeah, like those cards to be able to play games at least half decently. And I don't think those features sell cars. I think they keep the manufacturers from getting bad reviews on those shitty cards. Like, people are done buying because graphics cards have come down in price so much. I don't think really anyone's going to accept those shitty ass graphics cards. Like, the only reason 1030s and those equivalent type cards exist is because manufacturers, literally by the way chip manufacturing works, they end up with chips that underperform by such a large margin that they can make those budget tier in like devices. And that's
the crazy thing is though, like you're saying how like a lot of them get the same features, right? That's true to an extent. Sometimes they'll just end up like vendor locking it, almost not vendor locking, but like basically the lower end cards may not get a certain feature like DLSS, for instance, right? Because like I'm pretty sure you can't use DLSS on the 10 series cards. Yeah, they started that on the 20 series.
On the 20 series you can, but yes, on the 10 series you can't. but that's also just because it's literally a completely different
Yeah.
architecture. So, but I mean, Jeff said, I just want a RX 5500 XT. I don't think you actually want a 5500 XT.
They were
Want that.
they were shown to not be that great of a card, if I remember right.
They're not good cards. It would be better for you to go with something like a 6600 XT, because I mean that we're talking about like $200, and even though the power draw might be slightly higher than a 5500 XT, the performance gain will be ridiculous. Like, and it's still not the newest card, so you're saving money there. It's a generation newer. I believe the RAM speed will be faster. Probably get more RAM than a 5500 XT. So, but that would be personally what I would do.
Oh, which card was it that they made an 8 gigabyte variant of it? Was it the 3060 Ti? There's like 2 different variants of it. Is that right? Or am I thinking of the wrong card?
No, I think that's it. Yeah.
I just find it funny, like whenever you look at the benchmarks, they're almost like exactly the same in terms of performance. The irony.
Well, hold on, Jeff. I get it. Your monitor, like, it's overkill for your monitor, but like, let me point this out to you, Jeff. Like, I sent you a laptop out of nowhere. What happens when someone sends you a really nice monitor out of nowhere, or you get a really nice monitor out of nowhere, and then you have to upgrade your graphics card again? That sucks. I would much rather you get a graphics card that's overkill for right now. But if you get a 1080p 122 hertz, like what a used 1080p gaming monitor with a high refresh rate with a 6600 XT, like, that's still slightly overkill for that. So that's a good, like, that's perfect. You'll be able to run games pretty much maxing out your monitor, which is especially what you want with that kind of gaming monitor anyway. So, and Russ said he picked up a 6700 XT, and I'm actually very jealous of the people who got 6700 XTs and 6750 XTs. Those cards are freaking awesome, and I wish I had one, because those are actually 1440p game. Like, they do work. They're good cards.
The only concern I've ever had with AMD ever is that normally they start out with not so great drivers out of the box to start out with. That's just how it usually goes, and then it gets better over time. I kind of just wish they just start out the gate with like solid drivers. But we use Linux, so it's not really a problem.
Well, I don't know. Like, my thing is everyone likes to pick on, and I do it too, pick on AMD's drivers compared to NVIDIA drivers. But if we're being honest, AMD and NVIDIA drivers sometimes suck. Normally they're fine, but sometimes they suck. They're pretty much the same. They suck in different ways. But
I'm just the only time I would ever use an NVIDIA card again at this point is if somebody made a 100% open source and compatible driver, right? But that's not Nuvu, to be frank.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run an ad. My mom's calling me. Give me a second. Y'all keep talking.
About a 10-second latency.
Yeah, it's not bad at all, honestly.
I had to, I turned all my ad blockers back on, and now I don't get to see the ads.
Oh, I have mine set up with a custom filter list so that I only block I block everything but a few channels, but that's just because I want to support the content creators.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was going to work.
What was going to work?
Re-enabling my ad blockers. Has anybody here tried the new Brave AI Leo?
Nope.
I just updated Brave earlier today, and it's interesting. I haven't tried to have it create a avatar for me yet, but I got to figure out how to give it the photo that I want turned into an avatar in the prompt.
For the amount that you've messed with it, is it any good?
It's basically giving you generic answers. Like I only asked it about the avatar thing, and it basically says the it wants that it can do AI enhanced photos, but it cannot perform actions would alter or manipulate images in a way that can be considered misleading or dishonest. All enhancements must be respectful and truthful.
They just pulling from ChatGPT? Exactly
I don't know.
what it sounds like.
No, it's Llama 13B is the model.
Oh, they're using Facebook's. Okay, that's interesting.
The model created by Meta to be performant and applicable to many use cases. Yeah.
Nah.
Fun fact, did you know you can download and host that locally? Llama?
No.
Oh.
But why would you want to use an AI from Facebook?
I didn't know it was from
wouldn't.
Facebook. I just know that it was talked about. I forget what stream talked about it. I think it was TT. But so I got the update from Brave, and so I was like, okay, let's see if it's there, and it's there.
Yeah, they do have a large data set. That is true. I bet they have the largest data set.
I don't know. I think maybe Bard might be larger. It's just not really solid though yet. Because look at how massive Google is compared to Facebook.
Oh yeah.
So are you guys going to start installing Meta Facebook or like Meta AI on your computer, messing around with it?
No,
I'm not.
I'm not. I was just thought it was interesting that they allow it to be locally hosted with it being owned by Meta.
Well, I mean, locally hosted, but it phones home. I mean, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way that I would ever believe that it doesn't phone home when given the option.
Right. Which is funny because that's one of the things that Brave touts its security, et cetera, and then they go to shove an AI into their programming. But it's actually just an AI search, so yeah. Let me switch the conversation in a different direction again. Zany, when your eye hurt, could you literally feel the dust in the air hitting your eye?
No.
I can.
No, again, I had a bacterial growth,
right.
I had a corneal ulcer, so it was bacteria literally growing into my eye. So
yeah,
it wasn't like I was feeling anything else. It literally felt like someone was slowly sticking a needle into my eye. So that's all I really felt. It was pretty painful.
Okay.
Yeah, Big Pod is right. The model itself can't, but if there's any aspect of any aspect of using the model that comes from Meta itself, I would not be surprised that it phones home and updates on what it's doing.
I would say that about all of them, to be honest. All of the AI assistants like that.
Yeah. Well, Jonathan, what have you been working on lately?
Last night I put up a. I can say this. I get. Thinking if I'm allowed to say this or not. I've been working on some stuff for the Linux Tube channel behind the scenes. I can show you if you'd like in a DM or something. I posted a bunch of stuff last night. Here, I'm gonna send you something that I was really surprised as crap because I put this together last night and I'm just like, wow, okay.
Let me switch over to the Brio in OBS just so I don't accidentally show off some messages I shouldn't.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
There you go.
I put up a bunch of those type of things last night, and look at how many on that compared to the average.
Dang, man.
I've not seen one with that type of responsiveness in a while. I'm trying to be careful how I say things.
I gotta be honest, shorts have been really good. I mean, I wouldn't say they've done amazing on my channel, but they're definitely not bad. That's for dang sure. They've been doing.
Yeah, this is the. I just looked earlier and I was just like jaw dropped. I was like, what the crap happened?
That's one of the things that keeps scaring me about the channel right now is, dude, over the last little bit, I mean, the channel, like my channel's like metrics in YouTube are ridiculous, dude. Like they're the highest I've ever seen. I'm gaining subscribers like nothing. I'm about to hit 2.5. Like I'm gaining like pretty much 15 to 20 subscribers a day, if not more.
Right. I've been trying to find ways to get people to see the channel more, and that's a lot of the reasons why I've been posting shorts and stuff. Yeah, because the YouTube algorithm is a thing for sure.
Yeah. Man, I wish we could just get. Okay, I'm trying to figure out a way I can phrase this without getting myself in trouble.
Right, you get it.
Yes, I do get it. I wish we could get everyone on a call and be able to talk about stuff in this live stream. That would be very fun and also would finally let me talk about dude, there's some stuff that like I want to talk about that I don't want to wait till next week to talk about.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it, dude. I get it.
And like that's kind of the problem is like there's enough people involved in this project that I know I've talked to at least a couple of them, and already we have stuff that we like should talk about. We should go ahead and oh god, dude, I'm so stoked for everything that's coming. Oh well, hold on. Big Paul was actually talking about he doesn't have some ideas for good short form content. just in case you need ideas for good short form content, the best thing that you can do is when it comes to the shorts and stuff, do something different than you would normally do for your channels, like, or for your regular videos. Like, talk about updates to specific stuff. You can cut up your entire videos and take really interesting segments from them and do those as shorts.
And change
Right.
locations. Don't do your shorts from the same area you do your normal videos. You know, like
Yeah.
sometimes Danny's been in the vehicle. Sometimes he's, I think, been outside a couple times. Or
Yeah.
That tends to catch a person's eye when they see, oh, wait a minute, he's not at home. Let's check this out.
Yeah. It's just kind of different. It brings different. It catches a different audience and potentially brings them to your channel. So like that's kind of the idea behind shorts. Just do something a little bit different. It's different anyway because it's such short form content. It's very quick. So I mean, you don't really have to have great ideas for your shorts. It can always be something that you do like last minute. Like that's what I normally do. And what I'll probably keep doing with my shorts is before I go into work, like look up something interesting in the news about Linux or whatever, and just talk about something really quickly before I go into work and post it. Fave distros, anyone willing to share? Well, I've had experiences with a lot of them, and the only two that I recommend are Vanilla, Base Arch, and Pop OS. And Fedora. Fedora's good. Those three. That's pretty much it. That's the only three that I'll recommend.
I was actually talking the other day with someone about, you know how Fedora is the down or it's upstream of RHEL, right? And that whole thing to some extent.
Yeah.
I was wondering if one day if a distribution like that would exist for Open ELA, the alternative to Red Hat Enterprise Linux. I think that'd be pretty sick. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know anything about Open EOL or whatever. I don't really have any problems with RHEL. Like I know a lot of people don't like what RHEL did, but I don't think they did anything bad.
I don't think Red Hat did anything bad. I just think they should have had better communication about it. That's it.
Yeah, I mean that I'll agree with. Yes, but that to me, like, I can't get onto something that Red Hat's been known to be bad at for decades at this point. Like they're absolute shit at PR. Like their communication is terrible. I mean, it's normally not so spectacularly bad as that, but yeah.
Well, when they switched from Red Hat to Red Hat Enterprise back in the day, they sort of prepared people better.
Yeah, well, I
They
mean,
let people know.
They haven't been terrible at PR in the past, but they've never been great at it either. They've just been okay.
My big thing is I just kind of think that a lot of the reason why all this stuff happened had to do with them being owned by IBM these days.
Yeah.
It just kind of went down the ladder.
Yeah, IBM has not done great things for a while when it comes to public facing stuff. Like IBM probably behind the scenes is fantastic to deal with, but IBM's public facing side has not been great for a long time. And it kind of makes sense that now Red Hat's even worse than they were before.
Yeah. Because it kind of seems like they're running by IBM standards more than their old their old standards they had before. You know, kind of like how mergers happen. You know, that's just normal.
Big Pot said the whole of OSS is bad at communication. He's not wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, one of the biggest examples of open source software being really terrible, like terrible at communication, is just naming. Like when you go through open source projects, some of the names for stuff is so bad.
Weird we need projects out there.
Well, look, boys, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream so I can get some work done on some stuff, and me and Jonathan definitely got to talk. So thank you, boys, for being here. Hopefully you enjoy the live stream, and it was nice talking about the programs and everything that we use. Hopefully I will see you in the next live stream before too long, and there will definitely be a video coming up tomorrow. So look forward to that, and I'll see you, boys. Peace.